Few things bring communities together like high school sports. The passion, the drama, the atmosphere, the tremendous thrill of victory, and the agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Squirtle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride, because it's time once again for the Squirtle Game of the Week.
From the home of the Mustangs, Pioneer High School in Garfield County, just a few miles southeast of Enid, high school football is back across Oklahoma, and we highlight a couple of perennial powers in eight-man football as the Shattuck Indians travel east. They take on the Pioneer Mustangs in a battle of the top two of the top teams in Class B here in 2022. The last time Pioneer took the field, it was against the Indians in last year's Class B quarterfinals. Shattuck won that ball game. 30-14 was the final before they lost to their big rival Laverne in the semifinals the next week. Shattuck, they never rebuild, they just reload, and they will try to do that again this year with just two returning starters. Pioneer has the experience edge with 5 returning starters on each side of the ball, but there's no doubt that Shattuck has that edge in mystique. Adam Dieselhorst joins me again for this year. And Adam, when you list the great programs in Oklahoma football, Union and Jenks, Carl Albert, Clinton, Morrison, Shattuck is right there with them. 11 state titles, that incredible 93-game winning streak back in the early 2000s. When you talk football in Oklahoma, Shattuck's a name you definitely think about.
Yeah, I kind of always laugh whenever I hear that they may be down or have a down season, and that's kind of something that we have heard at the beginning of the year, but down for Shattuck is semifinals or bust, right?
Exactly.
Or maybe
right.
State finals or bust. I mean, it's just been incredible what they've been able to do over there, and I'm really looking forward to this game. I think that it's a great matchup, physicality on both sides of the ball. We saw Pioneer quite a few times last year. Tom was very impressed with them, and I'm anxious to see, early in the year, a lot of times you may not see the best of everybody because later in the year, a lot of times especially these type programs, they get better as the year goes on.
And you just mentioned the fact that a down year for Shattuck might even be last year's 10-3 record with a trip to the state semifinals. That was their worst record since 2014. That tells you all you need to know right there. It is a great way to start the season, a 0-week Class B battle between Shattuck and Pioneer. It's coming up next right here on the Squirtle High School Football Game of the Week presented by High Plains Insurance. With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Physical Therapy Central is proud to be keeping you in the game of life. Now with a convenient location in Kingfisher. Get back to the game of life faster with PT Central.
Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst back with you. It is our first Squirtle Game of the Week. We're so glad to be back with you. We're looking forward to telling you about a lot of great high school football between now and November, actually into December hopefully as well. Pioneer and Shattuck tonight. A year ago, Shattuck was 10-3, made it to the state semifinals. Pioneer lost to Shattuck in the state quarterfinals with a record of 10-2. Gus Overstreet, the head coach for Pioneer, his 8th season at the helm. He's really turned this program around, a record of 57 wins and 30 losses. They're 29-10 in their last 3 years. And the Shattuck Indians, first-year head coach Jacob Schneeberger came over from Burns Flat, Dill City. But a lot of those assistant coaches have been around Shattuck for a long time. And you talked about the tradition and about not having to reload or rebuild. They just reload every year. That is what they'll try to do this year, and they just run the system basically.
Yeah, it's two perennial powers. It's always good to get these games. We talked about this on our Pick'em show too, Tom, how great it is to see these early season matchups. And respect to the coaches and the programs for doing this, giving the fans what they want to see. That's
a prime example. This matchup, Pioneer, they open up with Shattuck tonight, go to Laverne next week, and then play Waletka. So, you talk about getting some great competition to start, and there is an onside kick which is covered at midfield. So Pioneer.
Looks like Pioneer has it.
They did. They got it. How about that? Opening kickoff of the season. They tried the onside kick. Shattuck not expecting that, and the Mustangs will take over first down and 10.
Looks like coming off the bottom of the pile, number 33, Case O'Donnell.
So it's Case O'Donnell who comes up with it. And right at the 49-yard line, and I will tell you right now, us being able to see very well for the first quarter is going to be tough as we are looking right into the sun.
And Mother Nature is not giving us a break at all with these temperatures. It's brutal out here.
It is very warm, over 90 degrees. First down and 10. The quarterback for Pioneer is Rowdy Hoy in his first start, and he'll call his own number right up the middle for a yard or so as that defense shut the door on him. Let's see, we'll give him a yard, gain a second down and 9. Rowdy Hoy didn't play quarterback last year, but did carry the ball a little bit, 13 carries for 80 yards and a touchdown, averaging 6.2 yards a carry. But he'll be counted on a lot more this season. Behind him in the backfield is Caden Humphreys. He rushed for over 1,200 yards a game, or 1,200 yards last season, 11.3 yards a carry, 24 rushing touchdowns. From the gun on second down and 9. And it is a direct snap this time to Caden Humphreys, and Humphreys will get near first down yardage. Just put it in your studs' hands, and they'll move the chains.
Well, one thing we see early on here, Tom, the size of Pioneer. Much more physical as far as size-wise up front, and it showed that there on that quarterback sweep.
That was a 10-yard gain for Humphreys. First down and 10 as Pioneer is in Shattuck territory. They went for the onside kick and covered it to get the ball back on the first kickoff of the season. From the gun again. And the snap to Hoy. Right up the middle for a couple. Yeah, that's exactly what Gus Overstreet wants to do. Ground and pound in a cloud of dust. And it worked for them last couple of years. They've had great seasons, and so far so good in this opening drive. A gain of 2 for Hoy to bring up second down and 8 down to the 36-yard line. So here comes the fourth play of the drive as Pioneer, the home uniforms, the maroons with the white numbers and the maroon helmets. Shattuck in the road whites. Pioneer going from right to left as we look into the sun here at Mustang Field in Garfield County. Before the play gets underway, somebody moved. No, timeout called by Pioneer. They want to talk about it. We'll take a break and come right back. 10:04 to play in the first quarter. Our first break of the season. We're scoreless. And you're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
We talked in the pregame about the tradition at Shattuck. You know, Pioneer has their own tradition. They had a great run, late 90s, early 2000s, won 5 state championships in 6 years, in 96, 97, 99, 2000, and 2001. One of the first games I called when I moved down to Oklahoma was they played Morrison in a state championship game in 2005, I believe that was. 2004, I think it was, and they got beat over at Ponca City. Second down and 8. Little play action, crossing pattern ball is caught, and there's the first completed pass of the season, Rocky De La Torre. So a very simple pass play. They want to get Rowdy Hoy feeling, into the groove on the offense. And the gain from the 36-yard line down to the 26. That'll be a first down. Nothing doing on first and 10 as they just blew it up the middle. Yeah, Cruz Hernandez came up and made that stop. They'll lose a couple. That'll bring up 2nd down and 12. Clock rolling, 9:25 to play in the first quarter, opening drive of the ball game. If you're just getting with us, Pioneer kicked off, went for the onside kick, and recovered it. So this is the first drive of the ball game, starting in Shattuck territory at the 49-yard line. Empty the backfield. Hoy wants to throw. Quick hitter right side. Ball caught by De La Torre. He's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Great one-on-one tackle over there by Ross Latta. We'll call his name a lot. Cornerback coming up. So it's going to be
from the 30-yard line.
It's going to be 3rd and 15 from the 30 after a loss of 3. Got a feeling you're not going to be able to throw it sideways against this Shattuck team. You've got to be vertical. Their corners are very good. Ross Latta, best athlete on the field. At least the best athlete that Shattuck has. 3rd down and 15. And this time Hoy dumps it across the middle into traffic. It's caught. Needed 15. He picked up about 4. And that ball was caught by De La Torre again. So for De La Torre, his 3rd catch on the drive. That's for a gain of 4. So now it's 4th down and 11. Ball resting at the 26. Kind of hard to tell because we are looking directly into the sun. I guarantee you nobody wants this sun to go down more than I do right now. So 4th down and 11.
At least we're burning some calories, Tom.
Yes, we are doing that. We are working up a sweat. Hoy to throw on 4th down. Now he wants to run. Might have been across the line of scrimmage. It's complete. Did they throw a flag? He's into the end zone for a touchdown. Rocky De La Torre, but there could be a flag there. He was across the line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what I believe will happen here. Yeah, they're going to throw the flag. He was across the line. He was a good yard across the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's the right call.
Flag on the play.
And that is probably why Rocky De La Torre got open, because when he came across the line of scrimmage, of course, you wouldn't think he's throwing the football at that point. So 4th down and 11 will turn into 4th down, and I think they'll mark off 10 here, back 4th and 21. Not make it a 5-yard penalty. It's a 5-yard penalty. So 4th down and about 15 or so. So glad to have you with us from Mustang Field on the campus of Pioneer High School, southeast of Enid, in this matchup of Class B powers. 4th down and 14. And Rowdy Hoy to throw this time. Steps up. Nobody's open, and he gets rid of it, throws it up for grabs, and it's picked, and he's going back the other way. That's the last thing you want to do is throw it up for grabs, and it's going to turn into 6 points the other way for Shattuck. All the way to the house, and is taken by Josh Bay. And you look at Rowdy Hoy, you can tell by looking at him he doesn't have a lot of experience as a quarterback, and he should not have thrown that football, and it ends up at a touchdown the other way.
Well, especially in a situation where it's 4th down and that kind of distance. I mean, you got to take the sack there. Anytime you're falling down backwards and just kind of arbitrarily tossing it up in the air, nothing good is going to happen.
So it ends up being, we will call it a 70-yard interception return for a touchdown. They'll go for 2. And our first chance to see Shattuck's offense in 2022. And it's the quarterback. Actually, it's the direct snap that time to Colton Jones. And Jones gets in for 2. 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. It's 8-0. Shattuck will take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today. Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Well, the turnover leads to points immediately as Rowdy Hoy's pass is picked off by Josh Bay. He takes it 70 yards back to the house. And the two-point conversion run by Colton Jones put Shattuck on top 8-0. 7 to play in the first quarter. So now Pioneer will get the football back. Josh Bay will tee it up, kick it away from the 40-yard line. Back deep for Pioneer is Caden Humphreys.
And the kick goes out of bounds.
And the kick goes out of bounds, so it will be good field position for Pioneer. They should take over at the 40, I do believe. We've got another Squirtle High School football game of the week going on tonight. Todd Miller holding court down in the city as Jones at Bethany. We're going to mark it at the 35-yard line, first down and 10. And this drive will start with 7 to play in the first quarter. Well, Pioneer took over off the onside kick, drove down, got inside the 30-yard line before the penalties knocked him back, and then the interception returned for a touchdown. So they trail now 8-0 as they get the ball back for the second time tonight from the 35, that I formation. And it's going to be the boot around the near side, and getting to the edge and going is Caden Humphreys. One man to beat. He steps around him, and he could take it to the house. Caden Humphreys for 65. There you go.
Well, that was an impressive run. He tiptoed the sideline. For such a big guy, and we saw him a couple times last year, he's got very nimble feet and great balance, and he's a tough runner, Tom.
Well, that's a way to get a chance to even it up. One play, 65 yards to the house. And Caden Humphreys, who had 24 rushing touchdowns a year ago, wastes no time getting number 1 in 2022. 13 seconds after Shattuck scores, Pioneer with the answer. They'll go for 2 to try to even this one up. I was about to say that people haven't even had time to get their seats warm, but their seats were warm before they sat down here at Mustang Field. Snap to Hoy. Hoy following his blocker into the hole and comes up short. He is down before he gets to the goal line. So 6:47 to play in the first quarter. It's 8-6 Shattuck. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Once again, going back for the Shattuck Indians, number 10, Colton Jones.
Pioneer scores on a one-play drive, 65-yard run by Caden Humphreys. The difference in the ball game was a missed two-point conversion. 6:47 to play in the first quarter. It's 8-6 Shattuck. Tom Nelson and Adam Dieselhorst, our producer-engineer Bryce Miller, Tyler Kerr on camera tonight from Pioneer High School. And now we'll get a chance to see, well, I say that. Pioneer tried the onside kick the first time. Let's see what they do here. We've seen Shattuck's offense for one play. That was the 2-point conversion run.
We're not short of action.
No, we aren't. Great way to start the 2022 season.
Got it again almost.
This time that is a little more than an onside kick. A swibber that is covered by an up man. It was covered by Will Packner. And so Shattuck will take over first down and 10. And it'll be first down and 10 from the 44-yard line. They will start this drive with 6 minutes and 47 seconds to play. And it gives us a chance to introduce the offense for Shattuck. The quarterback is Braden Whipple. He'll have Colton Jones lined up behind him in the backfield. The offensive line, the left guard is Jace Heiner. The right guard is Josh Bay. In the center is Drew Taylor. And on first down, Whipple to throw. Ball caught left side in running room for a first down. And Colton Jones. So they are getting the ball in the hands of Colton Jones. You wouldn't expect anything less. Say the gain of 14 down to the 42-yard line. Yeah, they'll try to get the ball in his hands as much as possible. So first down and 10 from the 42. Shattuck going from left to right. Their first offensive series, pitch near side.
Nice.
And turning it up this time.
Great
there
play.
goes Colton Jones, and nobody will touch him. Touchdown, Shattuck. Huge hole opened up.
Well, it was just incredible blocking on the edge by Shattuck. Every guy had a hat on a hat, and boy, that opened up a big hole.
So Jones will score from 42 yards out, and Shattuck on top now 14-6. And once again, we talked about in the pregame, they don't rebuild, they reload. Yeah, Shattuck is Shattuck.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Athletes all over the place. Great execution. I mean, we might have ourselves a high-scoring affair here, Tom, as if though we didn't assume that.
Yeah, we could. So they'll go for two, already up by. They have 1 2-point conversion. They could go up by 10 if they could convert right here. Yeah, pistol formation option left. They'll pitch it, and tackled shy of the line of scrimmage is Colton Jones. And we'll take a break. 6:29 to play in the first quarter. Shattuck on top now 14-6, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere. On any device. Perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Back with you at Pioneer. Colton Jones scores from 42 yards out. And Shattuck on a 2-play, 56-yard drive. Have an answer in 18 seconds. 6:29 to play in the first quarter, 14-6. The Indians on the road tonight, opening up after about a 2-hour drive from the west. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst, and Adam, this is, Pioneer scores on a 1-play drive, Shattuck on a 2-play drive, and then interception return for a touchdown. Pretty exciting start, and now the squib kick picked up on the bounce. That's De La Torre, and Rocky will get it. Take it back, it's Humphreys, excuse me. Like I said, having a hard time seeing anything with the sun going down right in our eyes. Let's see where they mark that ball at to start this drive. Put it at the 20-yard line. So the drive will start from the 20 with 6:23 to play in the first quarter. Rowdy Hoy, 3 for 4 passing, but the one pick was costly. The return for the touchdown by Josh Bay. 70 yards returned to the house. Hoy in the gun, they'll put the man in motion. It's going to be Rowdy optioning to the right side. Pitch is late, and he did his pitch man no favors, as that is a carry by Christian Morrow, who carried the ball 9 times for 50 yards and a touchdown a year ago. They'll give him a gain of 1. But boy, he took the pitch and was buried pretty much immediately.
Yeah, that was a really good pursuit on the edge by Shattuck. I think the coaches kind of had an idea of what was going on there because they were bringing the heat off the edge.
Little past the halfway mark of the first quarter. And we've had 3 touchdowns already. 2 wide to the left side. Hoy from the gun. They're going to option to the near side, and Rowdy calls his own number. Get out to about the 24 this time. Gain of 3. Rowdy Hoy, 3 carries, 6 yards rushing, so 3rd down and 6. Pioneer, 10 wins a year ago, 10-2, got to the state quarterfinals and played Shattuck. Lost that ball game by a score of 30-14. Then Shattuck went on the next week to lose to Laverne in the state semifinals. And Laverne went on to beat Balco Forgan. Snap it to Humphrey this time, and Caden Humphrey's trying to find some running room. He picks up a couple, but not nearly enough, as they'll give him a gain of 1 to the 25-yard line to bring up 4th down and 5.
Well, when 5's on the field, it's the game plan is find 5, right? And send as many people as you can to wherever he's going.
Caden Humphreys will step back to punt the football. Should give Shattuck really good field position. Colton Jones will stand right beyond the midfield stripe. Angling punt toward the near sideline will take a bounce, and Colton Jones picks it up at the 48-yard line and steps out of bounds across midfield. He was pushed out by Branson Doyle, a freshman. And Shattuck will have good starting field position. 1st down and 10. And mark it at the 47-yard line.
I always wonder sometimes in 8-man football, we've talked about this before, and you see this in the lower classes. Obviously, you have less kids that get to participate, but it just seems like teams really struggle to kick the ball.
I will tell you this, when an 8-man team has a kicker, it is a dangerous weapon.
Yeah, it is. I would agree.
1st down and 10 from the Pioneer 47-yard line. Little play action. Whipple being chased, flips it out. Ball caught in the flat. Trying to find some running room is Caden Jones, or Colton, excuse me, and Colton will pick up a few. Got Colton Jones and Caden Humphreys going head-to-head tonight. De La Torre with the stop. There is a flag on the play. They're going to wave the flag off. So they will mark the football after the completion down to the 42, a gain of 5. So Whipple 2 for 2 passing for 19 yards, both to Colton Jones. 2nd down and 5 from the Pioneer 42-yard line. Big drive in this ball game. I mean, there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game, but you don't want to go down by a couple of touchdowns early in this one. Whipple this time with a nice move. Another big move. Stepped around the defender, gets a little further into Pioneer territory down to the 31-yard line. Gain of 11 and another 1st down.
Yeah, and a great job there. Option to our side. It was just a great cutback by the quarterback there. He really had nothing to the edge, and Pioneer actually had people there. They had the numbers, but fantastic cutback. Tom, I actually got a message from a a friend of mine, a former Ringwood Red Devil, Jeff Schmidt, he wanted to remind me he played 8-man and he could kick. So
I remember, yes, he could.
Yes,
he could.
That's what Jeff could do. Jeff also had a pretty sick set shot jump shot. I mean, he's pretty good from the baseline.
Whipple again, finding running room on first down for a first down and more. So let Braden Whipple, the quarterback, make his way down the field, matriculate the football down to about the 21-yard line, a gain of 10.
You know, we talk about this weather, Tom, but what's crazy is just to think 2 weeks ago, if we'd be playing this game right now, it'd probably be about 105 or 110. I mean, it's mid-90s. It's all the heat we want, but it's about 20 degrees colder than it was there for about a month.
And in November, we'll be thinking, boy, that really warm night back at Pioneer when we weren't wearing jackets and coats and bundled up. First down and 10 from the 21-yard line. And Whipple again. He wants to run it one more time, and this time Pioneer sniffs it out.
Nothing doing there at all.
Quarterback draw is taken care of on the stop for Pioneer as Sean Rich. We haven't talked about the offensive and defensive line for Pioneer. Sean Rich, Cody Moody, and Eric Elatorre. Sean Rich is 6'6", 300. Cody Moody, 6'2", 280. Eric Elatorre, 6'2", 320. It's got to be one of the biggest offensive and defensive lines in 8-man football. He tried to take it right into the teeth of it that time and picked up a yard. 2nd and 9, option to the near side. Pitch it late. Oh, and they were lucky to keep that football as the pitch by Colton Jones. He had to dive for it to reel that one in. He'll pick up a couple of yards down to the 17. And a 3rd and 6 coming up right here. Shattuck in 2-down territory in the red zone inside the 20-yard line. Clock under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. We had 3 touchdowns in the first 5.5 minutes. Actually, 3 in the first 5.5 minutes. They came in a 30-second span, a 29-second span. Up the middle, there's Jones. And they were in 2-down territory. They give it to Jones, who'll pick up a couple to make it 4th down and 4. Rowdy Hoy making that stop. So down to the 14-yard line. 4th down and 4, a chance for Pioneer to get their defense off the field.
We started like fireworks, and now it just kind of seems like both teams are settling in just a little bit, obviously. Shattuck has an opportunity here to put some more points on the board on this 4th down.
4th and 4. Whipple.
Nice.
Holds, hesitates, and will get the first down. Just strung out the play. There is a flag. I wouldn't be surprised. And then a second flag came in late.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a hold on the edge, and then there's going to be a late hit. So those penalties will offset, I believe. Or would that be a dead ball?
Well, I think the dead ball on the second one. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. It is a hold, personal foul. They offset.
Okay.
So it'll be 4th and 4 again.
Offset one another, so let's try this again. We're going 4th and 4 once again.
Got the Squirtle ticker up on top of the screen. You see Lincoln Christian has jumped out on Holland Hall 21-0 in that rematch of the Class 3A state championship game I broadcast last year on the radio. I didn't see that coming. Lincoln Christian's really good.
We got a lot of action on pay dirt. I haven't been able to check the scores, but I'm on the chat group, and I know Kingfisher scored, Clinton scored. I know Rejoice Christian's already scored. Washington scored. So a lot of scoring.
4th down and 4, wideouts left and right. And it will, a nice tackle made by Rowdy Hoy coming up in the hole and taking down Braden Whipple. Big defensive play will short-circuit that drive. Pioneer will take over.
That's just great textbook linebacker pursuit there.
So Pioneer now gets the ball back with just a few seconds remaining in the first quarter, 12 seconds as a matter of fact. And they will take over 1st down and 10 at the 15-yard line. And we'll get in one play here before the start of the second quarter, but they will. I think they're going to stop for a water break. We'll go ahead and keep this one right here. Take a look at Shattuck. They're on the road tonight, and then they go on the road again next week at Cherokee before they come home to take on Central Marlowe in week 3, actually week 2 with the 0 week. Waurika at home after that, then back-to-back weeks on October 7th at Balco Forgan, and the 13th hosting Laverne.
Man.
So they got Balco Forgan and Laverne back-to-back. That's a B1 as a gauntlet.
Oh, always. I mean,
you know, B1 is so good that you can finish third in the district like Shattuck did a year ago and still legitimately think you can win a state championship.
Well, everybody's always like, well, why don't they do something about B1? Well, they try to make it fair, but it's about logistics.
And it's about geography
Correct.
as well. And, I mean, those teams are out there.
Yeah,
you
no
can't
doubt.
really split them up too much.
Man, look at Fairview all over Hobart, 28-0 in the first quarter.
It's going to be a fun year for the Yellow Jackets.
I think so.
First down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Caden Humphreys, 4 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown already. And on first down, they're going to hand it off to a fullback up the middle.
That was some old school football there, Tom.
really
That
was.
just a straight fullback dive. You don't see that a lot. That reminds me, you're talking about Balco earlier. That reminds me of the old Balco teams back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
It's Case O'Donnell for a gain of 6 out to the 21-yard line, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. 1 quarter in the book. Shattuck leads Pioneer 14-6, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Back with you to start the second quarter. We do ask you to bear with us until the sun goes down. We are shooting and looking right into the sun. And so you're probably enjoying that view at home as well.
Yeah.
Tyler Kerr doing the best he can.
Yeah, and Tyler being a former 8-man football star, for Pond Creek Hunter, he knows how to operate that camera to make sure everybody gets the right angle.
There you go. So 2nd down and 5 as we start the second quarter. Pioneer trailing 14-6 with the football. Second play of the drive after they stopped Shattuck inside the 20-yard line. Rowdy Hoy takes a direct snap, and he'll push forward. Looks like he'll use extra effort to get the first down and a little bit more. Out to the 29-yard line, and I'll be honest with you, with the angle of the sun and the lines, I'm guessing, I think it's the 29.
You are a little off. It's the 28.
28. Okay, I'll put that down there. So it's a 7-yard gain on the run by Rowdy Hoy.
I got just a little better angle than you, Tom, and maybe a little bit better vision.
I'm also looking through a window too. That doesn't help. So now it's 1st down and 10 at the 28-yard line. Humphreys, they faked the give to, or they handed off to Humphreys late. I thought that Hoy stuck that in his. I thought he pulled it back, but he didn't. And Humphreys for a gain of about 2 or so. And this is what Pioneer wants to do. They want to take as much time off that clock as possible. Hold on to the football, keep that potent Shattuck offense off the field. Gain of 3 brings up 2nd down and 7.
That's a lot to defend, too, when you've got those two in the backfield, a quarterback and running back, when you can put them both back there.
The one thing we've seen here, though, is if you're Shattuck, I really think that you can focus on stopping the run because we've seen Rowdy Hoy throw the football, and it's been a bit of a struggle for him. That snap gets away from him. He'll be tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And like you said, when you're a team that that relies on the run, those negative type plays like that will just kill you. And you see, Shattuck smelled blood there when that ball was rolling around, and they had about 5 defenders pursued it instantly.
And it's going to be 3rd down and 14 back at the 23, a loss of 8 on that carry. Pioneer has found themselves in 3rd and long a couple, 3 times already in this game.
And we had a breeze earlier, Tom, but I don't know if the breeze is, I think it's gone.
I think when the sun begins to go down, the breeze also begins to go down in northwest Oklahoma. Hoy has time across the middle. Ball is off the fingertips and incomplete. Really, Case O'Donnell should have caught that football. Running back coming out of the backfield.
Boy, another risky throw, though, over the middle in traffic.
Yep.
Ball almost slipped up.
And the thing about that, you've got a quarterback who doesn't have a whole lot of experience, who is, you can tell, has struggled to throw the football early on, and you've got a really, really, really good athlete back there at cornerback in Ross Latta. He's just licking his lips and licking his chops, waiting for something good to happen. And we've already seen a touchdown returned by Josh Bay for 70 yards. Punt this time by Humphreys. Pretty good one. Here comes Jones on the return.
Great
Colton
run.
Jones across midfield. And down to the 39-yard line, so Shattuck will have a short field to start, leading 14-6. We put it right outside the 40. We'll say the 40-yard line. And this is the second consecutive drive that Shattuck has started in Pioneer territory. Previous drive started at the Pioneer 47. They got down into the 15 and came up empty on 4th down. 9:48 to play in the first half. Shattuck with the lead in the football. Floats one out here, left side, into the hands of Jones. Caden Jones is up into, but he picks up a few. He'll pick up about 5 or so inside the 40-yard line.
We're going to have a hold, Tom.
Oh, they're going to bring this one back, and now Shattuck will be off schedule.
Boy, that was a risky pitch there. Flip that pitch over the top of him.
Here is what I'm seeing. This looks like the first game of the season. A couple of offenses that, Shattuck returns 2 starters. Pioneer has an inexperienced quarterback. It looks like that so far in the first quarter and a half of this football game.
It's just the execution sloppy. Plus, it doesn't help that it's the heat is probably not helping the middle side of things too. Yeah, I'm a little worried about cramping too as well. So hopefully these kids stayed hydrated. Ate right.
So 1st down and 20. Jones up the middle, running room. Gets a lot of it back. He needed 20, picked up about 13 right there.
Big run.
It was Caden Humphreys who came up to make the tackle from his safety position. So it'll be a 14-yard run to the 36-yard line. .62 yards rushing on 4 carries for Colton Jones in this one. Handed off to Jones again. Tried to step out of a tackle that he's pushed forward for an extra yard or 2. As that tackle made by Marcus Tolbert. So 3rd down and 3. Ball resting at the 33-yard line.
One of our pay dirt games just flashed across the ticker there. Clinton leads 7-6 over Kingfisher, and I saw another score just right up the highway from here, right up, what is that, Fairmont Road over here, over to Garber.
Uh-huh.
And Garber is trailing Canton 8-6 early.
Good quarterback matchup there. Whipple, nothing doing there. As Braden Whipple stopped a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So it's 4th down, and they've got a long 2 now after that basically no gain by Braden Whipple.
Just to let the fans out there know that happen to follow us throughout the year as far as Game of the Weeks go, regardless of if they're watching an 8-man game, 11-man, Class B or C or 6A, we will be for sure traveling on Thursday to Hominy to have the Cleveland-Hominy game, which is the longest-standing rivalry in high school football, a 100th matchup between the two teams.
Big rivalry game in northeast part of the state.
And Tom is going to pick a game, too. Maybe.
Yeah, I know. I was looking last night trying to figure out where we wanted to go.
Maybe you and the old ball coach will get back together. He's wanting to get back in the booth.
Anytime. Bring the old ball coach back into it. Love working with you, but I tell you what, we got to get the old ball coach out of retirement.
We do. He is he didn't retire, though. He's helping my wife.
That's true. He's still coaching.
Yeah, he probably works more now almost because he's always out at the farm working cattle. So
he's actually he's taken a short sabbatical retirement from the broadcasting side of it, but by no means is he not doing anything.
No, I promise you, my wife keeps him busy. He's the defensive coordinator for the basketball team. There's not such thing, but there is for us. So Canton just scored again on a long run, by the way, and so did Washington as well. So Washington scores on another long run. Yeah. Reason why I know that, I'm in a chat group with all the other pay dirt guys, so getting quicker updates than you might even see on Squirtle.
Well, those were 2 games that we picked on or pick 'em this week, and I picked Washington, but I also picked Garber. So
looks like Clinton is threatening also.
So it's 4th down and 3.
Last 2 times, great defensive stand by Pioneer, just up front. It seemed like Shattuck had some success pushing. Shattuck's had success on the edge, and they've had the success trapping kind of on the inside. So I see him running to the edge here with an option game or a speed option type play.
So 4th down and 3. They try to move the chains. The snap to Whipple turns it up. 1st down. Flag comes in behind. I think somebody probably held and gave Whipple a bit of an advantage.
They may call a cut block.
You're right.
Or it's a hold, one of the two. But I think an 8-man you can cut inside the box, right, as long as you engage.
They will discuss this.
I can't keep track of all the rules.
Yeah. Jordan Peace with the stop.
I was right.
It is. You are right. You are exactly on it. So 4th and 3 will turn into 4th down and 18. By the time all is said and done, the 15-yard penalty back out to the midfield stripe. We'll make it 4th and 20. So they went back a little more than you'd think.
And this may be the one of the rare times you see a team punt an 8-man. We've seen one already today, right? Or 2.
Yeah, we've seen a couple punts already.
Wow, look at that. Winoka leads Balco Forgan 6-0 midway through the second.
Roz Latta, the punter for Shattuck, will stand inside his 40-yard line. The punt angling toward the near sideline. Picked up and then fumbled.
Oh, goodness.
Still loose and then covered by Hoy. Dangerous play by the sophomore Christian Morrow as he tried to pick it up, but a lot of times you let that go and let them down it, and it almost hurt him. But as it is, Pioneer will dodge the bullet, and they will take over. Yeah, we've had back-to-back punts, one each way now. And Pioneer will take over 1st down and 10. Line of scrimmage is the 25-yard line. This drive will start with 7:13 to play. If you are just joining us, we had 3 touchdowns in about 30 seconds. Back in the first quarter, a 70-yard interception return by Josh Bay of a Rowdy Hoy pick. Caden Humphreys, a 65-yard run in the first play after the ensuing kickoff. And then Colton Jones scored from 42 yards out after a 2-play drive for Shattuck. And of those 3 touchdowns, 1 2-point conversion for Shattuck, and they've got the 14-6 lead.
And Pioneer tried something a little different. They had Morrow in at quarterback there, and it looked like they were just trying to run a what they call Utah or power lead, an 8-man, and kind of mishandled the handoff.
And they'll end up losing a yard. Actually, they lost 2.
Boy, Shattuck brought a lot of fans, but that shouldn't really surprise you, should it?
Oh, you betcha. They've seen a lot of winning over there. They travel. They're going to travel. So much success. This time to the near side on the carry is Morrow. Now take it back. That's Humphreys that time.
That was a great pursuit by 25 from
Will Packner.
Great pursuit. Teamed up there on the edge with Ross Latta.
He picked up a yard, Humphreys, to bring up 3rd down and 11.
Boy, Latta, that is a Northwest Oklahoma name, right?
Oh, you betcha.
Boy, there's been a lot of Lattas over the years.
He's a stud, preseason Class B All-Stater. Coach Stieberger called him the best athlete on the Shattuck team. 3rd down and 11. Hoy across the middle. Ball is caught. Still on his feet and dragging defenders for the first down and more. Humphreys, he was saying, I'm not going down. And Caden Humphreys across the 45-yard line to the 46. That was all Caden Humphreys after he made that catch.
And we saw some runs from him last year in that Garber game like that. I don't know if you remember late in the game, it just that game was a pretty evenly matched game, and late in the game, Humphreys started just wearing on Garber.
He picks up 22 on that pitch and catch from Rowdy Hoy to Caden Humphreys. Humphreys only had 4 catches a year ago, 4 catches for 21 yards, and he gets one for 22 right there. Pitch it this time, that's Morrow, and he'll be strung out, then turns it inside and picks up a couple. Nice running for the sophomore.
It's a good little spin move there by Morrow.
Just shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 47.
Give a shout out to the grass crew here at Pioneer. They these temps in this dry weather, that field looks great. And I was out on it earlier on, and it's in great shape. Nice and soft, not hard.
I've got to give a shout out to a good friend of mine, Patrick Denon. He's working over at Vance Air Force Base. He's got the graveyard shift tonight, going from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., and he's watching himself some Squirtle. Lives a few miles east of here on Wood Road, over by Douglas. Running room up the middle. This time that's Hoy. So Hoy across midfield down to the 48-yard line, picking up 5.
Obviously stating the obvious, but this drive here for Pioneer, if they could get some points on the board before the half, would be huge going into halftime.
Got the 6th play of the drive coming up. They're now in Shattuck territory. And let me see here. This is the first time they've been in Shattuck territory since that opening drive where they got it down to the 26. Well, I guess they scored the touchdown after that, so technically they were in Shattuck territory after the 65-yard run. But they've not been in Shattuck territory since then. And around the near side goes Humphreys, and Humphreys down to the 41-yard line. Going down low to upend him was Colton Jones.
And if my memory serves me correct, I think we talked about this on the Pick'em show, and you may have mentioned it earlier, Tom, and I just wasn't paying attention, but Laverne is the next opponent for Pioneer. Is that correct?
Yes. They go out to Laverne. Remember a year ago, Laverne came here.
Yeah,
we did that ball game,
I just was having flashbacks of the Felix kids punt return.
Yep, right here on this near sideline.
That was one of the better plays I saw all season last year.
3:25 to play in the first half. Shattuck, or Pioneer, trying to get the equalizer here. Try to find some running room for that fullback up the middle as Kais O'Donnell gets his 2nd carry. So down to the 37-yard line, and this drive continues, and this is exactly what Pioneer wants to do. They want to take time off the clock and have it end with points. This drive started back at the 25-yard line. Now to the Shattuck 37. 2nd down and 7. Boy, that sun's going to go down any time, and it will look much better on camera when it does. Handoff right side. That time Humphreys was stop it. You're right. It looked a lot like Will Packner got a hand in there on that face mask, but no flag.
He might have just had jersey, though. Yeah. This officiating crew has done a good job.
They really have. No gain on that carry. Here comes the 9th play of the drive.
Tyler is doing everything he can for us to keep that camera right under the sun.
Well, you can just pretend like you're sitting in the stands here at Pioneer looking into the sun like the home fans are, and us in the press box. About 10 minutes or so, we're going to be good. At halftime, we'll be good.
Yes,
After halftime, we will be good. 3rd down and 8. Hoy to throw this time. Has time across the middle. Ball is caught right at the 40-yard line. It is a catch, which will be right near the stick as Caden Humphreys jumps back and makes the catch.
You have a flag on the field.
Hold the phone, folks. It is a hold against Pioneer. They're going to mark it off from the end of the run. Nope, they're going to mark it off from the line of scrimmage, and it'll be a 10-yard penalty after that, back to the 47-yard line.
All the way back to the 47-yard line. That's going to bring that a 3rd and 17.
So now it's 3rd down and 17. So that nice little pitch and catch that they thought got him the first down. Under 2 to play in the first half, 1:45 and the clock ticking. 3rd down and long. Hoy bouncing to his left, has room, throws it up for grabs across the middle, and it's off the hands. It could have been caught. And that's Kais O'Donnell. And now 4th down and 18. That ball once again was hanging up there a little bit and kind of a dangerous throw.
And that was a big stop there, obviously, by Shattuck with Pioneer threatening in their territory.
Yeah.
And securing that 1-score lead. And now they got a minute and a half here to try to put themselves up by 2 scores.
Cruz Hernandez being helped off the field across the way. The Shattuck cornerback starts at wide receiver, so he is a player they really can't afford to be without. The Shattuck team just 2 starters from a year ago. 2 starters return. Those 2 starters are Alada and Packner, starting on both sides of the ball. Here's the punt. Humphreys. Good-looking punt, and it will into the end zone and be a touchback.
He just kind of put it in my face, didn't he? He said, "What 8-man players can't punt?"
There you
right?
go.
That was a Jeff Schmidt style punt.
Yeah, pretty good punt, but took the kick into the end zone. So Shattuck will take over 1st down and 10. That was a long drive that ended up being LaSille. That was an 11-play drive that comes up empty. So let's see what Shattuck wants to do. They lead 14-6. They've got a minute 25 on the clock. I would imagine that they won't do anything too crazy here and try to get into the locker room with the lead. This hasn't been a game. Well, we had a couple of big plays, I guess, but really it's been kind of a ground and pound kind of game so far.
Yeah, the pick 6 play and then the long run by Caden Humphreys has been the most excitement.
So from the 20-yard line, running room right side and going airborne is Colton Jones, and flag comes in late. Is there a hold on that far side?
They're going to pick the
flag. Going to wave the flag off. So they'll give Colton Jones a gain of 2 to bring up 2nd down and 8.
Boy, Hinton is all over Merritt, 27-6.
2nd down and 8. Hand off again. And Jones is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not a whole lot there, trying to run against that line. Final 42 seconds of the first half. It'll be 3rd down and 7. No gain on the carry. After that little run we had in the middle of the first quarter, this game has trucked along.
It has. It really has. And just kind of checking around on some other scores up the road. We mentioned earlier, Canton now has opened up a 22-6 lead over Garber.
Wow. Break up the Tigers. 3rd down and 8. And Whipple this time steps out of a tackle or 2 and gets out to the 29-yard line, and that should be the final play of the first half. Gain of 6, Rocky De La Torre with the stop. And we've arrived at halftime. 3 touchdowns, 2 for Shattuck, 1 for Pioneer. The 2-point conversion by Shattuck gives them the 8-point lead. 14-6 is our score. We'll take a break. The sun will go down. Everybody will get a chance. It's a beautiful look right there. It's a beautiful picture, but we're going to be glad to say bye-bye to that sun for the second half. Back after this, you're watching the Squirtle Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Physical Therapy Central is proud to be keeping you in the game of life. Now with a convenient location in Kingfisher. Get back to the game of life faster with PT Central.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Halftime at Pioneer High School, our first game of the week. It's 0 week, and glad to have high school football back. And we've got a dandy one. Shattuck leads Pioneer 14-6. Let's go back and recap the way this first half played out. And to start, Pioneer kicked off to Shattuck, and they went for the onside kick and covered it, got the possession, took over on the Shattuck 49-yard line, drove the ball down to about the 35-yard line. It was third down and long, and Rowdy Hoy threw a pick that Josh Bay picked off, took it the other way, 70 yards for a touchdown, and that was our first touchdown of the season, was a 70-yard interception return by Josh Bay. The two-point conversion run by Colton Jones made it 8-0 with 7 minutes to play in the first half. So Pioneer gets the football after the kick. They took over. The kick was out of bounds. They took over on their own 35-yard line. First play, Caden Humphreys with the answer, a 65-yard touchdown run. One play, 65 yards. It took 13 seconds. Two-point conversion run was no good. So with 6:47 to play in the first quarter, Shattuck led 8-6. Shattuck takes over on their own 44-yard line, and they score in two plays. A 42-yard run by Colton Jones. The two-point conversion run was no good. Two plays, 56 yards. It took 18 seconds. And with 6:29 to play in the first quarter, it's 14-6. So 3 touchdowns in 29 seconds, and that's the only scoring we have in the first half, as they've exchanged a couple of punts, actually 3 punts in that first half. Shattuck went forward on fourth down inside the 15-yard line. Pioneer with a big stop there, and then Pioneer had a long 11-play drive that they came up empty, had to punt, and then Shattuck ran the clock out to end the first half. Shattuck 14, Pioneer 6. We'll take a break. We got all the first half numbers for you coming up after this, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Physical Therapy Central is proud to be keeping you in the game of life. Now with a convenient location in Kingfisher. Get back to the game of life faster with PT Central.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Halftime continues on a beautiful Friday night now. That sun has gone down. That's the one thing you get in Northwest Oklahoma, beautiful sunsets. We've got one here tonight. And a good ball game as Pioneer trails Shattuck 14-6. Let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers from the first half. First of all, for Pioneer, Gus Overstreet's team on the ground, 19 rushes for 102 yards. Caden Humphreys, 8 carries for 82, including a 65-yard touchdown run. Quarterback Rowdy Hoy, 6 carries for 11 yards. Case O'Donnell had 2 carries for 9 yards. Christian Morrow had 3 carries for no yards, 19 for 102 on the ground. Through the air, Rowdy Hoy's 4 of 7 for 33 yards passing, and the interception returned for a touchdown. And Rocky De La Torre, 3 catches for 11 yards. Caden Humphreys, 1 catch for 22. So 26 offensive plays and 135 total yards for Pioneer in the first half. For Shattuck, on the ground, 12 carries for 96 yards. Colton Jones, 7 for 68 rushing. Braden Whipple, the quarterback, 5 for 28. Through the air, Whipple is 2 for 2 passing for 19 yards. Both receptions by Colton Jones, 2 catches, for 19 yards. 14 offensive plays for 115 yards. So Shattuck with 115 yards on 14 plays. Pioneer with 135 yards on 26 plays. And on the scoreboard, Shattuck, and the difference right now is that 70-yard interception return for a touchdown. They lead 14-6. And Shattuck will be kicking off to Pioneer to start the third quarter. We'll take a break. Second half is coming up. Stay with us. You're watching the Game of the Week on Scortal, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Let's check the Scortal scoreboard before we get back to second half action. We'll check the Class B Scortal scoreboard and tell you that Drum Ride is leading Strother 18-6. That ball game is at the half. Turpin, no trouble tonight with Springfield, Colorado. They lead 46-0. That ball game is in the second quarter, so most likely will be ending due to the mercy rule at halftimes. Bowlegs on the road at Olive tonight at halftime. They lead. Bowlegs leads that game 16-8. Maud shutting out Depew 38-0. That ball game's the half. Oaks over Gans 38-0 at the halftime break. And Waynoka over Balco Forgan. This is an I thought this would be an interesting ball game, and it is. Waynoka leads Balco Forgan 12-0 at the half. Barnsdall over Copan 44-8. 2 to play in the second quarter there. Cherokee shutting out Beaver 38-0 at the half. Wilson over Thackerville 30-0 in the second quarter. Laverne over Waurika 22-6. That ball game 4 to play in the second quarter. Velma Alma is leading Destiny Christian 38-8 with 2 to play in the second quarter. And Pioneer will be, take it back, Pioneer's going to Velma Alma. They're on the road to Velma Alma in 3 weeks. So Velma Alma looking good today over Destiny Christian. Regent Prep, we're at the top of the same district Pioneer is in. They're tied for first in the B7 coaches poll with Regent Prep, and Regent Prep leading Webbers Falls 33-0 in the second quarter. O'Keene over Pond Creek Hunter 14-8 in the second quarter. Thrill over Corn Bible 16-8 with 5 to play in the second quarter. Central Marlowe has beaten Granfield 34-6. Canton over Garber now 28-6 in the second. Oklahoma Bible Academy shutting out Davenport 22-0. Big first night effort for OBA back in 8-man football with the district this year. Kremlin Hillsdale has beaten DCLA 42-0. That ball game was last night. Midway over Cave Springs 58-22. Timberlake in a dandy game over Covington Douglas last night, 28-26. And that is your scoreboard, your scoreboard. Third quarter is just about ready to go as the sun has gone down beyond the western horizon, which will give us a chance to see the action better on camera and better in the press box as well. Adam Dieselhorst will get back up here and join me in just a little bit. We talked about the tradition of these two teams, Pioneer and Shattuck. Pioneer with 5 state championships in school history, all kind of bunched around the turn of the century, 96, 97, and 99, also in 2000 and 2001. Shattuck, they won 3 Class B titles in 2017, 18, and 19. That added to their 8 C championships, from including 6 in a row from 2003 to 2008. So a couple of 8-man football teams with great tradition. Shattuck picked to finish 3rd in this district behind Laverne and Balco Forgan. And Pioneer picked to, tied for first in the coaches poll with Regent Prep in B7. That's the one thing about it. Pioneer plays Regent Prep on the road in Week 10. That's going to be a huge ball game to wrap up the season. So Pioneer, really, this is not a really strong district outside of Regent Prep. They need to get those good matchups. They've got Shattuck, Laverne, Waleedka, Vilma, Alma all coming up here in the non-district games. They kick into the end zone, and Pioneer will take over first down and 10 as we start the second half as Adam Dieselhorst jumps back in here.
I am back. I was talking to old Coach Shane Feely at Alva.
They're a brand-new Squirtle partner.
Yes, they are. We unfortunately had some technical issues over there today, and you hate that. You hate that anytime that happens, and you obviously hate that for a new school, too, as well. So, but we'll get them figured out. I'm going to go up there tomorrow and make sure they're good to go.
First down and 10 from the 20-yard line as the kick caromed into the end zone. Nice kick by Josh Bay. And Rowdy Hoy, who had 11 yards rushing and was 4 for 7 passing for 33 yards and a pick in the first half. Direct snap to him. And he tries to bounce it off the left side, and not a whole lot doing right there. Did he get back to the line of scrimmage? I don't know if he did. Did he sniff the 20-yard line? They're going to put him right at the 19, a loss of 1.
I will say one thing about Shattuck on the defensive side. They don't have a ton of bulk, size-wise, thickness, but they got a bunch of really well-built athletes, and their edge guys are really, really good players.
Well, I mean, you look, they got Ross Latta at corner. The other cornerback is Cruz Hernandez, who got hurt early on. I want to see if he's back in there. And your safety's Colton Jones. So, you've got some athletes in that secondary that can, Pioneer's not going to throw the ball very much. You can bring those guys up to the edge.
Well, and the game of football has changed so much. I mean, you see the speed and, a lot of times even maybe smaller attacking style defenses. And, ultimately what we always say, and we see this, Tom, because we cover a lot of games down the road, typically the team that is more physical, wins on both sides of the ball. But Shattuck does it with all sorts of different sizes.
Yeah, just checked it out, and nice to see Cruz Hernandez back in there at his cornerback position. So second down and 10, no gain on the carry by Rowdy Hoy. And he's lined up in the shotgun with the fullback to his right. He's going to hand off to the fullback and right up the middle on the carry for Kais O'Donnell. So he'll pick up about 4, give him 5, be third down and 5. So third down and 5 now, just underway, a minute into the third quarter. Shattuck leading 14-6. Except for about a 30-second stretch in the first quarter, it's been a pretty fast-paced game, moving right along. Third down and 5. Can Shattuck get Pioneer's offense off the field here early? Right to Hoy, and Hoy fumbled the football.
I think they got it back.
It will be fourth down and 2, though.
I think we got a cramp by one of the Shattuck players back here.
It was O'Donnell, the fullback, jumped on it. And it'll be 2 yards shy of the first down. And we do have an injury. There's a cramp. And that's going to happen on a night like this, too. See a lot of those early on as players getting into shape still. And when it's 90-some-odd degrees, can't get enough. And that's We were just talking about him. That's Cruz Hernandez.
I see Earnhardt Oil, one of our great sponsors for playoff, or not playoff, but game of the weeks, and they are always, anytime I send Valerie West a message about a game, she's one of the first people to jump at any opportunity. Always do a great job of supporting their local communities in the area. And
we are right in the middle of Earnhardt Oil country here at Pioneer High School. Down to that near sideline, Sean Rich is getting worked on. Trying to walk off something, get some water into his system.
That happens, getting there in halftime and everybody's kind of sitting around and you're keeping your muscles warm. And
Mustangs going for it on 4th down and 2. Big play here early in the third quarter.
Good timeout.
Yep, they're going to talk about this one. Big play they want to discuss. 10:22 to play, third quarter. Shattuck leads 14-6. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
So after the timeout, we'll see if the play call changes. They go back to the drawing board, 4th down and 2. 10 minutes and change remaining in the third quarter. You're going to snap it.
Ooh.
And that time it's Hoyt throwing it up for grabs. It's picked again. He just was in trouble and threw it up for grabs. It was 4th down anyway, so he probably actually got about 5 yards of field position.
And Shattuck just brought the house that time, too. That was a great play call by the defensive coordinator for Shattuck. They brought everybody and got the quarterback on the back of his heels and made him throw another errant pass for an interception.
So Shattuck will take over 1st down and 10 at the Pioneer 32-yard line. This drive will start with 10 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the third quarter. The one thing about Pioneer, they're not a team that's explosive offensively. They've got Caden Humphreys who can break one, but they don't throw the ball very well. They don't want to get too far behind, and right there is a nice crossing pattern and tiptoeing down the sideline, going into the end zone for a touchdown is Will Packner. Will Packner will score, but this may be coming back. Raiden Hill had his hands up in the air going, what the heck? He'll take a touchdown off the board, which is a break for Pioneer. Let's see where they're going to mark it off from about the 20-yard line. So the hold happened about 11 yards, 12 yards downfield. They'll mark it back to the 30. So there will be an 11-yard completion. And it will be 1st down and 7 by the time everything is said and done at the 30-yard line. And on 1st down, it's Whipple around the right side, turning it back inside, staying on his feet inside the 25-yard line, down to the 22. Nice pickup of 8. That's his 6th carry of the night now for 36 yards. And it will be 2nd down and 2. What's going on in our other game of the week tonight? Do we know what's going on down in Bethany? Bethany and Jones with Todd Miller. Who's working with Todd tonight?
Scott Wanish. Okay. I believe it was that Bethany led by a touchdown earlier on.
Second down and 2. And it's Whipple. Fake the give. Falls forward for a yard or so. Not enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down and 1. Sean Rich is back in there and makes the stop. Yeah, we picked 8 games on the Squirtle Pick'em show, and I was a contrarian on some of them, but I was not a contrarian. I think we all picked Garber, and right now that's looking like Canton's making us look pretty bad.
Yeah, they are.
3rd down and 2. Whipple right side, flag, and he'll get the first down inside the 10-yard line down to the 12, or down to the 15-yard line down to the 12. But this one's probably coming back. Somebody on that edge probably held.
Legal shift.
Nope. It will go against Shattuck. So the 5-yard penalty back to the 26. They've got to get inside the 20-yard line to move the chains. Ball resting just outside the 25, so 3rd and a long 5. As the sun has gone down over Mustang Field, and it's turning into a beautiful night that we could actually see something now. 3rd and 7. Little play action, setting it up. The ball is tipped and deflected up in the air. Whipple catches his own pass and gets back to about a yard shy of the line of scrimmage. That will be a completion for -1 and a catch to himself. From the something you don't see every day department, you see that. So the ball back at the 27-yard line. It's now 4th down and almost 8. 8 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. 14-6 Shattuck. And on 4th down and 8, timeout called by Shattuck. We'll take a break. 7:53 to play in the 3rd quarter. 14-8. The Indians on top of the Mustangs. You're watching the game of the week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
$7:53 to play, 3rd quarter here at Pioneer. The Mustangs trailing Shattuck 14-6. Great non-district matchup on 0 week. Shattuck on the road at Cherokee next week. Pioneer will be on the road at Laverne. That'll be tough. Great start for Pioneer. These games, district play is what counts. These are good measuring stick games for you.
Yeah, no doubt. That's what we talked about. Some of these 0 week games are great matchups.
4th down and 8. Whipple wants to throw back the other way. Catch and a first down. Nice catch made. Is that Cruz Hernandez? There is a flag on the play.
And there's been a lot of flags here lately. Might have been a lineman downfield.
Boy, back-to-back penalties. Or this one, is this one going against Pioneer maybe?
I think it's going against Shattuck. Legal man downfield.
Yep, legal man downfield. That play took a little too long to develop, and somebody snuck downfield.
Seems like any time Shattuck's kind of got anything going here in the second half, they get a penalty.
So mark it back across the 30-yard line to the 32. This drive started at the 32-yard line right here 7 plays ago. So 7 plays, they've gotten down to the 21, and now they're going backwards. 4th down and a long 11, almost 12. Man in motion, Whipple rolling right into traffic, and it's intercepted. What a great play by Humphreys. Caden Humphreys had 6 picks a year ago, and he just ranged high to reel that one in. The first turnover of the night for Shattuck. Wow. It's been a defensive kind of night so far in this one, as Pioneer will get the stop and take over at their own 10-yard line. This drive will start with 7:38 to play in the third quarter. So Whipple, he was 4 for 4 till that. From the 10-yard line, finding some running room, bounce get to the near side is Humphreys, and pushed out of bounds, but not before he gains about 15 out to the 25-yard line.
And after that pick, Humphreys has got a little bit of a different pep in his steps, so that's a good sign for Pioneer.
Yeah, he had that 65-yard touchdown run back in the first quarter, but since then carries for 1, 3, 1, 8, and 0 yards before that 15-yard carry right there. So first down and 10. They'll mark it actually at the 24-yard line.
Boy, Washington is all over Vian. There's that Bethany Jones score, 16-6 at half. Cashin is getting pummeled by Rejoice Christian.
Oh, my gosh.
I believe it's 42-0.
That pass was floated up into the air. That was a pinball bouncing around back there as Rowdy Hoy now to the near sideline. And, you know, his coaches, Stetson Brose is the offensive coordinator, is trying to keep his confidence up. Because once again, they're lucky to get that football back.
What do we have, 4 weeks until we, or no, it's longer than that when we bump back the clocks.
No, that's in November.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got that's like week 8 or week 9 of the season.
I'm really wanting
you're just wanting
want
that.
cool
yeah.
weather, aren't I?
Yeah.
Well, the Farmer's Almanac's calling for cooler weather and snow.
Supposed to get some rain starting this weekend as well, which will take.
We need moisture.
Yes,
for
we
sure.
do. Right side, Humphreys, not much there. He took the direct snap, gets back to the line of scrimmage.
A couple of interesting scores for the area. Enid just trails Muskogee 14-7 early in the third quarter. Moore and Edmond Memorial, as you see across the ticker on the top, are tied at 28 all.
No gain on that carry.
Whoa, look at Edmond North beating Deer Creek. A lot of people had Deer Creek as favorite to win 6A2.
What was the score in that one?
They're up by 4, 14-10.
Wow.
We saw Edmond North at the Squirtle shootout this last year, and Coach Ruff has done a good job there, and they're getting better every year.
Had to pick up the snap and throws across the middle. Rocky De La Torre. Well, I tell you, that was a nice play by Rowdy Hoy right there because the snap was low. He picked it up off the turf and threw a bullet across the middle, and it's enough for the first down. Hoy to Rocky De La Torre's fourth catch of the year, or the ball game tonight. I guess it is the year as well. So it's a gain of 10.
That was obviously a big play for Pioneer. They need to put a drive here together and go score. Look at Oklahoma Bible Academy.
Against Davenport, yeah. I've actually, that guy, what score did it show right there?
38-0.
Yep, okay, I had 30-0.
I'm going to tell you this. I saw OBA was picked 4th in their district. I think people are not realizing the kind of team that they are. I think they've got a really good quarterback.
Bodie Boydston.
Man, and they've got a good team. You know, they went independent last year between 11-man and 8-man. And they were competitive in 11-man, too, as well. It was just a numbers thing. And I see them making some noise. I know that Mark Rogers on our preview show gave them a shout-out, but I think they have a chance to have a really good year.
Yeah, they'd roll along a little bit. We might get a chance to see them on the Squirtle Game of the Week because it's the closest high school to my house.
That's true.
So
They are a Squirtle school, too, as well, Tom.
2nd down and 7. I'm always looking for short drives, I will tell you that. Play action. Hoy has a man open here. De La Torre was wide open, but now he's covered, and Rusty Hoy will take it across the 40-yard line and get popped pretty good, and he may be slow to get up.
Yeah, I think he will be. He got hit.
Who did Rowdy get hit by? I think that might have been, was that
17.
Teed Woods?
Yeah, it was. It was a big hit, too.
Wow, freshman.
He's up. Yeah, he's up. Good-looking, tall, long, lean freshman, too. I think a timeout was called.
So the gain across the 40-yard line to the 42. He'll pick up 5, and he paid for it, too. See, Rowdy Hoy now 9 carries for 19 yards in the ground for the quarterback. And that's what Pioneer wants to do. They just want to grind you into the pavement offensively. They just want to move the ball down the field, take time off the clock, stay on schedule. 3rd down and 2 is on schedule. That's where they're at right now. That time the snap to Humphreys, and he'll be a little short. Needed 2. Let's see what kind of spot he gets. He's going to need a yard. He picked up 1.
He's going to be about a yard short.
So big 4th down and 1 coming up. 4:56 to play, 3rd quarter. Timeout. We'll take it with him. 14-8. Shattuck leads Pioneer. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Now, the 8th play of this drive will be a big one. They brought the chains out to tell us that Pioneer is about a yard short. So 4th down and 1. Pioneer at their 43. They get across the 44. They keep this drive alive and move the chains. This drive started back at the 10-yard line about 3 minutes ago. So the home team fans here on the near sideline making some noise now, trying to fire up their offense. I formation, tight set, quarterback sneak, and they'll push Hoy in there and move the chains for the 1st down. That's what they needed. Out to the 45-yard line, a gain of 2.
Pioneer had a drive like this earlier on, the one that was right before half, and they got into scoring territory, and then they got those couple penalties, went backwards. The 11-play drive, wasn't it?
Yep.
And this is a kind of a sign of another one. It'd be great if they could drive it right down the field and tie this game up.
1st and 10 from their own 45 now, that I formation. Around the near side is Humphreys, and Humphreys was popped hard by Will Packner. And they're going to get him across the midfield stripe to the 49-yard line of Shattuck, so he'll pick up 6.
I'm a big fan of keeping the ball in number 5's hands. He can take it all the way at any time. He makes it a nightmare on the opposing team's defensive coordinator.
He's over 100 yards rushing now, 12 carries, 103 yards. And the ball across midfield at the 49-yard line of Shattuck. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the 3rd. Shattuck on top by 8. Snap it again to Humphreys, near sideline, and to the 45-yard line. That should be enough for a first down. That stick is just outside the 45, and he got to the 45. So they shouldn't even have to measure this. It's a first down.
That clock tick, tick, tick. See that thing moving. We talked about how quickly that first quarter went.
So we'll roll the clock under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. If you're just joining us, we had 3 touchdowns in 29 seconds back in the first quarter and haven't seen anything else since. Interception return, long run, and a long run. Handoff up the middle, and not much there. That hole just shut down in a hurry. Getting the push was Braden Hill and Braden Whipple. No gain on the play for Caden Humphreys. It'll be second down and 10.
They'll look for something from Pioneer if they do go into that tight formation again, something on the edge, a toss of some kind, because Shattuck is selling out all the inside gaps.
Boy, this drive is 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes the 12th play of the drive. Second down and 9.
Nice.
Little boot around the left side for Hoy. Has some running room down to the 30. Nice run by Rowdy Hoy.
That's what that was kind of what I was thinking there. They had everybody packed in on the inside in that little tight formation. A great little boot call, little play action.
We see Sean Rich down there. He's been dealing with cramps all night. He's not in the game right now.
And now Hoy is out of the game.
He's cramping up as well. Oh, you can see right now he's in pain. Trying to, of course, we all know how that feels. It's like, can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I got all these fancy nutritions and fancy drinks now they got nowadays. They don't, back in the day, Tom, when you and I played, you just took salt pills.
Drink pickle juice.
Yep. Eat a banana, right?
Yeah. From the 30-yard line, Humphreys in there at quarterback. He's rolling to his right, looking to throw, and he does.
Bad decision.
It's incomplete. So Humphreys was trying to find Christian Morrow. So we've got Sean Rich flat on his back. We've got Rowdy Hoy on. He's upright now. He's standing up. He wants to get back in there. They've taken his helmet away from him for right now. And you can see him right there in the foreground as he is trying to get something into his system. Second down and 10. I formation. This time Morrow's the quarterback. And Morrow this time will slip. And he is hogtied and thrown down right there by Will Packner. A loss on the play. He'll lose back to the 35-yard line, a loss of 5. So once again, Pioneer look like they're moving the football. All of a sudden now it's third down and 15. Final minute and 15 seconds of the third quarter. Empty the backfield. 2 wide to the right, 2 to the left. Humphreys to throw. Now he wants to run. Nope, he'll pass. Ball dropped off the fingertips. Incomplete. And that is Josh Park.
And Josh had some space in front of him, too. He had some green grass on that edge. I don't know if he could have got the first down, but he could have definitely put him in a much better position on a fourth down conversion.
So now it's fourth down and 15. Line of scrimmage is the 35-yard line. Hoy back in there at quarterback. Caden Humphreys in the slot to the right. Hoy looking left. Passes, ball caught. And popped short of the first down. That ball was caught by Kais O'Donnell, but shy of the first down. And that drive will come to an end as Shattuck will take over first down and 10. They'll put the ball at the 26-yard line, so it was a 9-yard completion. from Hoy to Morrow. But not enough. Turn it over. So with 53 seconds to play in the third quarter, Shattuck will take over first down and 10. The line of scrimmage is the 26. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst with you from Mustang Field at Pioneer High School in Garfield County tonight. A couple of teams that made pretty good runs in the postseason a year ago, wanting to make deep runs, expecting to make deep runs this year. Great week 0 week opener. First down, nothing doing for Whipple as he is swung down in the backfield. As he's tackled by Jordan Peace, the defensive end. I also say Kais O'Donnell I thought it was Peace who made the tackle, but loss of 2, back to the 24.
Big Sean Rich is coming back into the game here on the defensive side of the ball.
He has spent a lot of time on the sidelines. Well, they got some big uns. Pioneers got Marcus Tolbert in there right now. He's a sophomore, and he is huge right there at the nose. Tried to get around the edge, left side Whipple. He'll pick up a few before he's tackled at about the 30-yard line. Humphreys comes over to make the stop. Give him a gain of about 4 or so for Whipple. And that is the final play of the third quarter. So we haven't had any points scored since about the 6.5-minute mark of the first quarter. Shattuck leads Pioneer 14-6. We go to the fourth. Coming back after this, you're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
We go to the fourth at Pioneer. Shattuck leading Pioneer 14-6, and Shattuck has the football in their own territory at their own 29-yard line, looking at 3rd down and 8 as we start the final 12 minutes. Pretty much what we thought it would be. Although I think we both thought maybe a few more points would be scored. This is a matchup of two teams that know what they want to do with the football, and that is take care of it. Pioneer especially wants to hold on to it. Whipple across the middle. Out pattern is off the fingertips, incomplete.
Whipple back to pass. The pass is incomplete. Number 33, O'Donnell, coverage.
So now it'll be 4th down and 8. So Whipple, who started 4 for 4 passing into the third quarter, is now 0 for his last 2 with a pick and that incomplete pass. So 4th down and 8. Ross Ladd is the punter, and he'll step back inside his 20-yard line. Pioneer should get good field position out of this. Kristen Morrow will stand at his 40. Low line drive punt, and it will get past Morrow. Now Morrow should just let that one go, and it will die at the 30. So Pioneer will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 30-yard line, and this drive will start with 11:45 to play in the ball game. Caden Humphreys, 14 carries, 108 yards rushing, including a 65-yard touchdown run. Rowdy Hoy has 11 carries for 35 yards. Through the air, he's thrown a pick, actually 2 picks, one of them returned for a touchdown. but he has completed his last 3 passes in a row. I say that because Pioneer, it would be a good time for them to put together a drive. They play Shattuck tonight, next week on the road out west to take on Laverne. Boy, that's a game I wouldn't have minded doing because, boy, you get great food when you go out to Laverne.
Yeah.
They bring you, that's one of the best hospitality, most hospitable fan bases I've seen out there. You start eating when you walk out there, they just keep feeding you all night. It's like, hey, I've got a game to call. I can't do it with a hamburger in my mouth, but they'll try to do that to you. So
well, I mean, you get to pick what games you want to do, Tom.
We'll have to see. I don't know if I want to go that far west. Yeah,
it's
there
kind
we
of a
go.
hop, skip, and a jump. I know Bryce is kind of looking at you out the corner of his eye.
Going, do I want to go all the way out to Northwest Oklahoma for a game next week? We will have some ball games somewhere on Labor Day weekend on next Friday night, and week 1 of college football season next week as well, which will be a lot of fun.
We'll do a Thursday game for sure.
Oh, that's right. We have a Thursday game.
One of them.
Yep.
So probably another on Friday.
Yep.
Or if we wanted to do another, we need to do another one on Friday because it's the Pay Dirt show.
Yep. All right, Mustangs, what do you got in you right here? First down and 10 from the 30.
It's one of those kind of, I know it's early in the year, but this is a pretty big drive for Pioneer. I mean, I'm sure they're going to have a couple more chances, but you'd really like to try to see if you can't crack one here.
Their one touchdown was the long run on the first play of a drive, 65-yard run by Humphreys. Hoy dumps it out left side. De La Torre, Rocky, to the 34. Quick little gain of 4 on the quick hitter. And Hoy has now completed 4 in a row, trying to get it going a little bit. De La Torre, that's been his favorite target. That's his 5th catch of the night. Early 4th quarter, clock rolling, 11:13 to play. Pioneer down by 8. Boy, this time will hand off to Humphreys, and they've got that one taken care of. Somebody submarined in there and got him in the backfield. That was, I think it might be Packner. Yeah, it was Will Packner. So no gain there.
Look at that Waurika Laverne score.
22 all. Garber scored to pull a little closer to Canton, now 28-14 in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Garber scored on a long touchdown pass.
3rd and 5. Hoy into
trouble.
Traffic, nearly intercepted. That ball popped up into the air. And I will tell you this, Ross Latta is kicking himself because he had it in his hands twice. So now it's 4th down and 5, and I think Pioneer will punt this time. They let Caden Humphreys air one out.
This might end up being one of the lowest scoring 8-man football games I think we've ever done.
I've seen a few like this before, but not since we've been doing it for Squirtle, I don't think.
Good kick.
Hangs up there for the freshman, Teed Woods. He'll pick it up at the 11-yard line, near sideline of the 20 before he's run out of bounds. He was escorted out by Christian Morrow at the 22. So Shattuck will take over, 78 yards away from the end zone. First down and 10 at the 22, and this drive will start with 10:01 to play in the ball game. So you've got the football now with an 8-point lead. You would love to string together 3 or 4 first downs in a row. Keep the clock moving. Boy, it's so glad to hear the band playing again, and the student sections are out having a good time on first down. Whipple picks up about 2. Mark him at the 23-yard line. He'll only gained 1.
Both of these teams have been very very steady on the defensive side of the ball. Other than the pick six, like you said, and a long touchdown run, I mean, really hadn't been a sustained drive into anyone's territory. It's been really a lot of struggles on both sides of the ball. And that can typically early in the year, the defenses do have the advantage.
2nd and 9, and nothing doing right there. As Rocky De La Torre leading the way, also helped out by Marcus Tolbert. And once again, no gain on the play. So now it's 3rd down and 9. We'll tick under 9 minutes to play.
Look at Coweta open it up 23-12 on Carl Albert. That's
Wow.
pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people over in that area, the Coweta area. I know that Broken Arrow's basically grown into Coweta, and so they're starting to get a lot of those kids.
3rd down and almost 10. Play action. Whipple shows his arm, has a man. The freshman makes the catch. It has some running room, as really it is Teed Woods. Teed Woods down to the 30-yard line. That's a big play that we've not seen since the first quarter.
Man, it's a good-looking throw, too.
It's a 47-yard hookup. Let's see where it ends up after that. Beautiful throw, beautiful catch.
I don't know what the flag is going to be. It's going to be a sideline warning, maybe.
Braden Whipple, the senior quarterback, laid it out there to the freshman Teed Woods.
Get some good camera work there by Tyler Kerr.
You're getting a good look at that discussion. It is a sideline warning. Oh, they're going to bring this back. That's no warning. That's a penalty. So it'll end up being a completion. So it'll be at the 45-yard line, so it's a 15-yard penalty. So the gain was 47 yards, and the penalty brought some of that back. And so now we're looking at 1st down and 10 across midfield at the 45-yard line.
Our resident 8-man football expert, Jeff Schmidt, just reminded me that touchdown James Killian at Medford defeated Ringwood twice in back-to-back years, 8-7 and 8-6.
There's a handoff up the middle, pushed back after a gain of about 4 or 5 yard line.
Sure, it was difficult for Medford to go long fields with Jeff's impressive punting during that game.
That was a carry right there. I think it might have been, was it Traden McFarland? That was a number I'm not familiar with. Carry it down to the 43-yard line. Gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Right side. There's the carry right there. That carry there is McFarland. Traden McFarland. He had the carry the first time, too. So back-to-back carries for him.
And now that clock is ticking down to under 7 minutes.
He'll pick up a couple of more there. 6:52 to play in the ball game. 3rd down and now 7.
Be a big stop here for Pioneer.
Pitch near side. Was behind Jones a little bit, but he'll try to find some running room left side. He does. He'll get the 1st down. That was all Colton Jones right there after that pitch. Put him in a bad position.
Reached back with one hand and
did.
grabbed a heck of a play.
So down to the 32 will be a gain of 9, and that'll be a 1st down.
And Jones comes up a little bit wobbly also there.
He's got 8 carries for 77 yards rushing now. So this drive started back at the 22-yard line. The big pass play put them across midfield, and now they're looking at first down and 10 in Pioneer territory at the 33. And before the play gets underway, Shattuck will call a timeout. We'll take a break. 6:05 to play in the ball game. 14-6 Shattuck over Pioneer. You're watching it on Squirtle's Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours, because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Tom Nelson, Adam Diesel Horse back with you at Pioneer. Our producer-engineer is Bryce Miller tonight. Tyler Kerr, our on camera. First down and 10, 33-yard line for Shattuck. They're moving in Pioneer territory. Pitch right side to Jones. Cuts it back to the left. A nice running room inside the 25-yard line down to the 23. And he'll pick up about 9. They're going to say it's a 10-yard gain, first down. So Jones up now 87 yards rushing on the night. And more importantly for them, a first down just shy of the red zone. They're at the 23-yard line.
We knew it was coming. The old ball coach comes in to stump everybody. How about Balco beating Medford in 1999, 7-0, Class C semifinals?
There you go.
How about that?
It's one thing about Squirtle. Enough people are watching. They know their history. Option around the right side, and Whipple was keeping it himself, but the flag will blow it dead. Didn't get it off before the play clock ran out.
I guess that Bob Kramer played a lot of keep away in that game.
That's not the case. Illegal shift. Yeah, it's not. So the penalty will move them back 5. It'll be first down and 15. Big penalties in this ball game have short-circuited drives all night. Lengthen the field. And in this kind of a ball game, that take you off schedule. First and 15 is big against a defense like Pioneer has. Clock's back in motion.
Look at Edmond North leading Deer Creek 17-10 now, so they've opened up a full 1-score lead. Jinx finally took the lead back from Santa Fe.
So first and 15. We'll run under 5 minutes to play in this ball game.
Nice.
Pitch near side. Jones kind of picking his way. Then he accelerates down inside the 20-yard line down to the 17. Nice gain of about 10 or so.
It's going to be about 2nd and 5. You're right.
And he's just shy of 100 yards rushing. That's his 10th carry for 97 yards. Boy, this drive is just what the doctor ordered for the Indians. Started back on their 22-yard line. They're now inside the Pioneer 20 and running clock. There goes Whipple. And he'll drag a Mustang down inside the 15-yard line down to the 12.
I need to get a measurement here.
That'll stop the clock for a moment. But this is a drive that started with 10:01 on the clock. Now down to 4:17. They've taken off almost 6 minutes. And that's just it. They don't want to score anytime soon here. They would just like to take another couple of minutes off this clock. It is short
by about a full
by about
yard.
a foot or so, yeah. Not by much. So here comes the 11th play of the drive. At the 14, 3rd down and 1. They'll set that clock back into motion. I don't think anybody called a timeout. They got to get the teams back out there now.
No, they didn't. I don't know what. And clock should be rolling, too. Once they set the ball, I don't know. This is helping Pioneer out.
Yeah, this really is. If I'm Shattuck, I wait for them.
I know.
I stand there and wait for them to run 25 seconds off that clock.
I would, too.
They're not going to do it, though. Whipple.
Nice.
Cuts it back to the left.
Touchdown.
And he's going to score. Braden Whipple, great run to his right. The cut back to the left. The whole Pioneer defense was flowing to the left, and Whipple scores easily. He was barely touched.
That was one of those scenarios where Whipple has done a good job. He's kind of been keeping that cutback in his bag. You see him do it a few times, but more kind of inside in traffic. And this time he kind of let the flow of the defense get all going one direction and made a great cutback and got out of one shoestring tackle and took it to the corner of the end zone for a touchdown.
14-yard run, and that'll make it 20-6.
Hey, I'll tell you, we had a game. There was a game on our network last night that was a really good game. Timberlake and Covington. I don't know if you checked into that game. Was
26-24, something like that, yeah. Pitch left side. Jones fumbles it, and the two-point conversion comes up empty. 4:05 to play in the ball game. Shattuck leads Pioneer 20-6. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Physical Therapy Central is proud to be keeping you in the game of life. Now with a convenient location in Kingfisher. Get back to the game of life faster with PT Central.
Oh, you could not have scheduled that any better for Shattuck. They go 11 plays, 78 yards in 5 minutes and 54 seconds. And they score at the end of the drive to go up by 2 touchdowns, 20-6.
Well, we talked about at the intro of this game, Tom, the programs, winning traditional type programs, they come up with big drives like that. You know what I mean? That was big for a young tegoing for Shattuck, for their confidence too.
Exactly right. Because they're beating a very good Pioneer team here that you're going to hear a lot about later on down the road. Josh Bay will kick it from the 40-yard line.
Good kick.
See what Pioneer can get on the return here. It's Humphreys.
Got it.
Step out of a tackle, still running. 45-40. Down to the 45 to the 44-yard line of Shattuck. And if Pioneer wanted to still be in this ball game, that's a way to do it.
Yeah, and that was a big saving tackle there by Pashner. He has been all over the place, not only on the defensive side of the ball, but if he doesn't make that tackle there, Humphreys is gone for a touchdown.
So it'll be the short field to start the drive at the 43-yard line with 3:54 to play. The Pioneer needs to make something happen right here. They're one touchdown, a one-play drive, 65-yard run by Caden Humphreys back in the first quarter. They can't afford to spend too much time scoring here either. Under 4 minutes to play, they need 2 touchdowns. Empty the backfield. And Rowdy Hoy wants to throw.
Ooh.
Shot puts it across the middle, and boy, I tell you, that's Pashner. Rocky De La Torre was popped hard by Will Pashner.
I saw that coming.
Oh, kind of hung him out to dry a little bit. Wasn't a whole lot on the pass. It was kind of shot put it to him, and that gave Pashner the chance to build up some energy, so to speak.
Boy, he has been all over the field today. Very impressive. He is an impressive player.
One of the 2 starters to return this year for Shattuck. And he's playing like a veteran.
I'm not sure he has a emblem on the side of his helmet. He's just rocking the straight red.
As I say, he popped it off at some point. 2nd down and 10, Hoy to throw. And he'll be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Staying with him. Is that Drew Taylor that time?
It's 35.
35. That's
no one.
I don't have a 35.
The guy that's not on the roster.
That's right. I think
he made a heck of a play, though.
I think he may have switched numbers. You're right. It is 35. We don't have a 35 on that roster. Trade McFarland is 36, and Miles Cowser is 33, a couple of sophomores. So no gain. Clock rolling. 3 minutes to play in the ball game. It's 3rd down and 10.
Who got him?
Well, there's 5 the easy way, and there's that as to be unnamed, number 35, jumping across. So 3rd down and 10 will turn into, actually 3rd and 11 will turn into 3rd down and 6. Put the ball inside the 40-yard line at the 39. Third down and 5. 2-down territory here. If Shattuck can get out of this, get the football back, they can run the clock out. Hoy, nice throw, nice catch on the sideline. That'll be a 1st down. Kais O'Donnell makes the catch. He'll gain about 13 and move the chains.
It's timeout by the officials.
So O'Donnell makes his first catch of the night. Clock is stopped with 2:51 to play. I think we've got cramping going on all over the place. Over here on the near sideline, Mustang down. That player slow to get up was Will Packner. They want him in there. He stays in the game.
Clock is ticking down.
1st down and 10. Hoy stepping up. Now he wants to run and picks up a couple. There's a flag on the play at the line of scrimmage on the far side. He picked up about a yard. Do we have a little bit of college football this week, right? Isn't
yeah, we've got Nebraska,
Northwestern,
and
Nebraska.
Northwestern. We've got UTEP and North Texas
from Dublin,
yeah.
Northwestern and Nebraska. We couldn't give the Irish a little better game than that. I mean, Nebraska and
it's
Northwestern.
Kind of odd too. Why not Notre Dame?
I think Notre Dame has been there. They were there a couple of years ago.
Oh,
They're
okay.
probably trying to spread it around a little bit. But yeah, let's offload some pretty crummy college football off on the Irish. That game in Dublin. So the 10-yard penalty will take it back to the 36. I'll tell you what, a nice cold shower is going to feel really good when this one's over. It's been a sauna up here in the press box.
That's warm.
1st down and 20, and another penalty. Well, we talked about how quickly this game was moving along from the middle of the first quarter until the beginning of the middle of the fourth quarter. But boy, this last couple of minutes, the referees have decided they want to hang around for a while. And the false start moves them back 5, so 5 more. Back to the 40. This drive started at the 43. They're back to the 40 now. Shattuck leads Pioneer by 14. Pioneer just wants a chance. They want to score here and see if they can get another onside kick like they did to start off the ball game. Hoy to run, tackled from behind. That was a nice stop by Passioner.
Man,
We've called his name all night tonight.
We don't keep defensive stats, but if we did, I'm going to guess that guy's double digits tackles. He's my player of the game.
4-yard gain as we tick down under 2 minutes to play in the contest. Second down and about 20 again, still about 20, 21 or so. That's the one thing about it. Pioneer, they're not going to be able to get behind in games this year. They do not have the kind of team that, they can break an explosive play like Caden Humphreys can go 65 like he did, but boy, I tell you what, they'll need a little more than that. Humphrey dumps it out, or makes the catch as down to the 30. Humphreys with the reception from Rowdy.
One of
Rowdy Hoy.
The ball coach reminded me that one of Tasha's all-conference players from last year is headed to Ireland tomorrow to play professional basketball.
Oh, my gosh, make some money over there.
Yeah, she's not playing for Northwestern in Nebraska, but scout frame.
Yeah.
Great kid from Kinsley, Kansas.
Yeah, you were telling me about her. That's from my neck of the woods out
bet.
there in southwest Kansas.
Yep.
Timeout, let's take it with them. 1:17 to play, 14-point lead for Shattuck. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Third down and 14 for the Mustangs from the Shattuck 30-yard line. They trail by 2 touchdowns with 1:17 to play. They're trying to make it interesting right here. 2-down territory, 3rd and 14. Hoy looking left, now looking right. Nobody's open. Good coverage. Throws it toward the end zone. That's going to be picked. His 3rd interception of the night.
And that's our guy again. Made the big completion. That's Teed Woods.
Yeah, the freshman. The freshman, Teed Woods, T-E-A-D, Woods.
Well, and these are the type of games where Shattuck's looking to fill some spots. Has some expectations of filling some big holes of graduating a senior class, and a freshman like Teed Woods. That's going to get a lot of. Give him a lot of confidence throughout the year. So big, long reception. Had a couple of good plays on defense, and then just gets himself an interception, too.
Yeah, so Shattuck will take over at the 15. Good ball game, though, tonight. We saw a couple of good defenses make some good plays, make some big plays. Now, Pioneer, they go from the frying pan into the fire next week on the road at Shattuck. And on the road for Shattuck next week, they go to Cherokee before they come home in 2 weeks to take on Central Marlowe. We've got another timeout. Let's pay a bill. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off. Now the Indians are trying to run the clock out and get the heck on Highway 412 back west.
Header west through Woodward and then west of Woodward. I'm sure
that's right. They have won a lot of ball games on the road over the years. Nothing new to them, but this one will feel pretty good with this young squad. They'll just take the knee and go back 5 yards, and they'll milk that clock down. Shattuck will run their record to 1-0. As I said, they will be at Cherokee on the artificial turf next week in Cherokee. That beautiful stadium at Cherokee with the turf, and the stadium's, about 5 or 6 years old now, I think.
It is a
fantastic
facility.
Then Pioneer goes out to Laverne. I've never been to Laverne when the grass would be green out there. The games out there, they have that grass that goes dormant. It's like you're playing on the yellow turf out there in December and November. I wonder what Laverne looks like with green grass field. That should do it. Give Shattuck credit because they came in here and beat a very good Pioneer team and showed the state quite a bit, especially here on the Squirtle Game of the Week. People who get a chance to watch his Shattuck team. Yeah, Indians are back. They never went anywhere.
Yeah, rebuilding for them. I think they just kind of laugh and giggle at that.
Yeah.
And like I said, we talked about, all the name stays. Well, a couple of the name stays that have played last year for Shattuck, but a kid like, Teed Woods.
Yeah.
What a big night for him as a freshman.
Yep.
I was a big fan of Colton Jones. I thought he was a very impressive athlete. But, Whipple and Pashner obviously were all they're cracked up to be. But Shattuck is, and they're going to only get better every week, having to rely on some of those kids that aren't used to being the guys.
Well, a couple of teams that have a lot of respect for each other after tonight, shaking hands, the 50-yard line. Shattuck 20, Pioneer 6. We'll take a break and put a wrap on this one when we come back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
This is game time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
Well, Shattuck goes on the road tonight to Pioneer and picks up a nice win, 20-6, your final score. Go back and recap the scoring in the contest. First touchdown of the night came on the defensive side. Pioneer with the opening kick went for the onside kick and covered it at the Shattuck 49-yard line. They drove the ball down to about the 35-yard line before Rowdy Hoy threw an interception. Josh Bay took it 70 yards back for the touchdown. The two-point conversion run by Colton Jones made it 8-0 Shattuck with 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. Off the ensuing kickoff was out of bounds, and Pioneer took over at their own 35 in the first play. Caden Humphreys took it 65 yards to the end zone. Two-point conversion run no good. It was a one-play 65-yard drive that took 13 seconds, and with 6:47 to play in the first quarter, it was 8-6 Shattuck. Shattuck wasted no time answering. A two-play 56-yard drive, a 42-yard run by Colton Jones. The two-point conversion no good. And with 6:29 to play in the first quarter, 14-6 was our score. We had 3 touchdowns in 29 seconds. Actually, I take it back. 3 touchdowns in 31 seconds. So I want to make sure we get that right. We don't want to gain 2 seconds anywhere. So that was the final scoring of the first half. Actually 3 punts in the remainder of that first half, 2 for Pioneer, 1 for Shattuck. Shattuck went for it on fourth down, came up empty, and it was 14-6 at the half. In the third quarter, nobody scored, and the only touchdown of the second half came late. It really kind of decided this one as Shattuck scored to go up by 2 possessions. Braden Whipple, the quarterback, a 14-yard run. Two-point conversion run, no good. It happened with 4:05 to play in the ball game. Made it 20-6, and it capped an 11-play, 78-yard drive that ran 5 minutes and 54 seconds off the clock. A perfect drive, basically a game-ending drive right there for Shattuck. They needed it, they got it, and they took the 20-6 lead. Pioneer tried to make something happen on that last drive, and basically Rowdy Hoy threw that interception to Teed Wood, and Shattuck took over with about 1:06 to go and ran the clock out, and that is your ball game, 20-6. The final for Shattuck. They go to 1-0 on the season. Pioneer falls to 0-1. Take a look at the stats for Pioneer on the ground. 36 carries for 157 yards. Caden Humphreys had 15 carries for 15 carries for 108 yards, including a 65-yard touchdown run. Rowdy Hoy, 13 carries for 40 yards. Kais O'Donnell had 3 carries for 14. Through the air, Rowdy Hoy was 10 of 18 for 102 yards with 3 interceptions. Caden Humphreys was 0 for 2 passing, so as a team, they were 10 for 20 with 102 yards passing and 3 interceptions. And on the offensive numbers for Pioneer, 54 plays for 259 yards. Rocky De La Torre had 5 catches in the ball game, 10, -3, 4, 10, and 4, so short catches for him. Caden Humphreys had 3 catches. His longest was a 22-yard reception. For Shattuck, 26 rushes for 145 yards, 97 yards on 10 carries for Colton Jones. Braden Whipple had 14 carries for 44 yards. Whipple had a touchdown. Jones had a rushing touchdown as well. And through the air, Braden Whipple goes 5 of 7 for 76 yards. No touchdowns with an interception. A couple of catches by Caden Jones of 14 and 5 yards. And then Teed Woods, that freshman, had a big 47-yard reception on that last big drive as well, when Shattuck went down and scored that touchdown that put him up by 2 scores. So 33 offensive plays for 221 yards for Shattuck. So Pioneer actually outgained Shattuck 259 to 221, but those important numbers on the scoreboard, and Shattuck gets that one. They win 20-6. Like to thank the crew for coming out tonight and helping us. Bryce Miller, our producer-engineer, Tyler Kerr on camera, and, of course, Adam Dieselhorst by my side as well. We'll be somewhere next week, going to make that call this weekend. We do have a game on Thursday night, though, game of the week, as Mark Rogers is going to call the Cleveland Hominy game over their big rivalry game, the 100th revival of that rivalry. So that's going to be a fun one. We'll have that on Squirtle. That's a Thursday night game. We will be somewhere on Friday night as well. Once again, your final score tonight, Shattuck comes east, comes on the road, and beats a really good Pioneer team. Your final score is 20-6. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week on the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.